return with map 2, what could be our last
Okay,
map of the night.
standard normal comps, just another lowest. DFM on defense, GE on attack. DFM decided to pick this map. I was questioning it a little bit. Let's see what they got. Again, the Lotus doesn't look bad. Just that the Breeze would have been a win, I think.
Really goes to show as well, or they've also.
I'm not sure GE would have expected this map.
Control, but
I think GE might have expected Breeze
side.
as
So
well.
We'll see how this kind of unravels. Are they aware that, well,
in terms of the pistols, we've had 1-1.
There is going to be this kind of 4-man contact coming into play, but
yeah, and they wanted to Prowler create a little bit of pressure, and GE just straight here, just waiting. And I think this is good as well, because most people now are just waiting for like 10 seconds, just because like the CB split is such a popular pistol that sometimes you just gotta wait for this one. So I like the GE just wait for this.
More pressure to make a move on a 3-site map like Lotus. So now they'll just regroup. It's a death ball going all the way around. I love the jump peek, but Medusa is still good for 2.
Ooh.
Eventually, sure, they
yeah,
get
but
traded out.
at least they traded this one out.
By Medusa.
Yeah, he hit the first one on the initial contact.
Yeah, at one point there, I thought he might even get 3. I mean, this shouldn't be doable.
Now, he's got to seize. Maybe he can somehow sneak his way in there just to get a catch onto Russ, but lightning fast, pretty cautious.
Great peek
pretty
on
aware that could be a possibility, so comes around the corner, but...
Okay, really nice pistol from GE. Love that they just waited for this one. In terms of the pistols, brings them up to a 2-1.
Picks up the 3K.
Yeah, just a quick move all the way through A site here for Global Esports. But look at this. I mean, the jump peek over towards Mound as well from Lightning Fast. So GE, they just made the call. They
you gotta feel bad when you're the gotta feel bad when you're the guy that's swinging out wide on this.
As soon as they hear that Prowler, they're all ready for it. DFM.
What are you up to, Reprovice? Hit us with a number.
Now it's going to be that Mound control from GE.
You can just brag about it if you want, it's fine.
Just for the Viper to gauge information on.
Yeah.
20, not bad. Not bad at all.
Very proactive, feeding those charges to Pulvy, as well as getting a rise out of DFM smokes for the moment. Now, question is, with that Trailblazer,
DFM, heavy rotate.
Getting a bit more of that contact. Second Prowler coming in. They actually won't hesitate anymore. Pushes forward. Very good hunt coming in. The damage is actually working in the favor of DFM.
That's a lot of guns. Blaze King's pretty far away. He only has a ghost.
Brutal. Because that's all the weapons
yeah, and no one shot the Fade Eye.
Because he didn't have a buy, but now he's just going to get taken down by a Bulldog.
And it's a lovely round from DFM. Double upgrades in terms of the guns. And dude, why did no one shoot the Fade Eye?
Was playing very safe in a way, you know, just pushing, not playing through the smokes here and there. And they got so pressured about the player on the platform that they forgot about Ben at the back of the site. Where
they forgot about the Fade Eye, it looked like.
Some nasty kills with that Sheriff.
Oh, well, now you just got to go on your back foot. It's just Sheriff.
Was it not next to them in the smoke? Am I fully wrong there?
Considering the stinger, okay,
but it was.
Blaze King, since you didn't buy the previous round, at least a bit of a curveball. And not much you can do with a buy like this, so it's just a death ball towards B.
Omen Flash goes in.
So they know that there's a bit of a force on A.
Ever as well. Oh my god, one molly to stop them from running in.
Nano swarms will keep them at bay.
Did he then see a Viper molly on top of it?
Oh, yeah. Site. Exit strategy is to go the other direction, but Neth is here.
Yeah, you heard your nano getting broken as well.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Yeah.
That poison cloud going down at the most unfortunate time.
Still though, they're fighting back. They're climbing back into this. May finally comes into play.
Whoa, are you crazy?
We'll see how this kind of pans out. And
why?
Those pixel angles gonna be difficult for him to get a couple of picks. So even though this is a full gun round for DFM, Global's making it expensive right now with the Sheriffs and the contacts that they've done throughout.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Yeah, a couple of big mistakes at the moment. GE in the round before, obviously not actually using a human drone to kind of scout out the stack, run into the stack, they get wrecked. DFM now extra peek on top with the gun, and then now these guys are in a weird situation. GE cuts down like they could have gone anywhere, and then so they're like, do we want to get fast rotate or do we want to protect the gun?
That's the first one. Knows about the high. Did they get the low? Russ now spotted around the corner to drop down.
Oh my goodness.
Russ is alone. Goes in for the swing.
Oh my god, why is everyone jumping around corners?
The Sheriff shots come in.
Nice shots from Russ.
Out.
What is going on?
But it actually backfired. He's just
Why is Anthem jumping every single corner?
I mean, Russ did everything there, right? I mean, he played the bait. I just cannot believe this.
Give it back to me, he said.
Guys, why are you dueling like this? Why are we jumping around these corners?
Let's go, boys.
Nice and calm, leading by
Nice shots from
example,
Russ.
as he has been this
What
entire
the hell are
stage.
these 2 rounds,
Give
man?
it up. For the
Double
sharpshooter
mistakes.
over on the side of Global
Costly.
Esports. Now they're right back with their own weapons.
Blaze King, well, following the example as he picks off
2 hero
quite
guns,
quickly
1 goes
at
down
start of the
early.
round. This obviously ruins the economy of DFM, so they're back to the drawing board while obviously GE's got their rifles.
Yeah, and GE will just play it a bit safer, take a little bit of mound control, and now you're ready to get that rubble control back. Still had the alarm button on the turret, so you know that there wasn't a push out. You got that early pick as well onto the A site. You still see no reaction. Decide that it's about time you death ball it all the way onto the A side.
He's probably their most
Yeah,
consistent
now they're just
fragger,
a lot
I
more
think.
cautious, you know,
Feels like
bringing
he's their
in
most
all
consistent
their
fragger,
utilities
and
to
he's
check
calling.
mount, or, excuse me, check
Again, I
rubble,
don't think that's a
get
good
bit
sign in
closer.
a
They
team
have
still.
everything
But
right now to
it's good for
scan
him.
and not get trapped like the past couple of rounds have been. Door has been open. That's playing. Oh no, that's the paranoia. He's spraying frantically
Nice
through
trade.
the nanoswarm. Actually works out in his favor, but Polvi is just too good on the
Yeah,
push
and the
out
guns
on
are
the
pretty
tree.
committed on this
That
one, and then they
leaves
can
open
kind of
Medusa
chill.
in the
Looks
back
like
of
they
the
want to
side.
go
Sure,
for a
it's gonna
B
be set
pivot.
around alongside him.
Oh.
But GE, they're backing away.
This guy's so
Cess,
dead.
oh, he opens up a whole can of
Yeah, they
worms, and
were
that is not too good for
really
his
on
health.
top of this one.
Medusa
Medusa
step
picked
onto
up
the
a
A site.
gun.
Already gonna push onto
He
this. It's
dodges
a
some of the
4v1
util.
short,
He's
but
here pretty
pocketing
early.
himself. Could
Not
go
saying he's
big
going to
if
win
he
the rounds,
plays his
but
cards right now. Medusa, here's the reload. Russ trapped, but there's the quick little refrag from Blaze
okay,
King.
finally
Hand in
we get a
hand,
bit of
and
normality.
more
GE
dominant
2 in a row. They
performance
got
here
their
at the start
ult
of
for this
Lotus.
next
I love
round
that
as well.
GE is already
3
trying to
guns,
get
the
into
money's
DFM's
okay.
head as well, right? They delay the push
Chican
out from tree.
with the
They
Prime.
back
Thank you for the
out,
7
and
months.
They make it look like, oh, we
Couple
might
of
be
bucks.
rotating out. We
Thank
still
you
have
so
30
much, man.
seconds. So DFM, I mean, it baits Sess into
Thank you
peeking
so
out
much,
of
the
that smoke.
Chican.
Falls right into that trap. And GE, they're starting to stay one step ahead of DFM.
Can's cousin.
See what the adjustment is here from the side of DFM. Japanese squad trying to get one more on the board here in stage 1. Just trying to get one more championship point, set themselves up for better success in stage 2.
This is the perfect round for that. Lockdown almost available, Showstopper almost available. Basically everything right now falling into the hands of DFM. GE obviously aware, that's why we're putting a lot of emphasis on that rubble control as well as tree here. Just push them as far back as they can.
And they have that Nightfall as well, right? This looks like GE trying to force them into thinking, hey, we're just going to send our ults. Are you ready for it? You've even got the Showstopper if needed.
Oh, hits one on site, yeah.
So the Showstopper
All
to
the
keep them
ult
at
to
bay.
make
They
sure they don't
recognize
take
that
any
this might
space
just
back,
be-
and that's a
Oh,
double.
and it's a double kill,
They at
a
least
2
got
for
the
2
trade on it,
trade.
but Benkai gets the
Benkai
kill
will
through the
continue to
wall,
follow
I
up all the
think.
way from
Maybe
Rubble.
the straight up
What
duel,
an
massive
execute
duel
onto the
coming in
side
here,
for
lightning
GE as
fast with
Lightning
maybe
Fast
the
cleans
most
up
important
more.
one.
I like the
Just
pocket there
secures
from
it.
Medusa, unfortunately.
And
Follow-up plays just a bit too overwhelming for GE. Cess.
they doubled when they had the
By
ult.
Prowler, so he's gonna creep his way
Then
ever
did,
so
like,
slightly onto that A site. Knows it's already
One of
there,
them
but
not here,
you
the
can't see
ult,
GE
because they were fade
playing that safe game,
ulted.
checking every corner just in case, and of course,
But I
no
think it
class
only hit
scopes.
Neff,
The
right?
jump spot outside of tree. Seth's trying to create his own pockets of avenue just to maybe get a bit of contact alongside him. But the question is, does he go for hero or back away and save the weapon for that next round?
Oh,
He
you gotta
does have a
save.
bit of utility.
Yeah, you gotta save. I mean, you're already starting to give up the lead quite a bit. Sure, it's Lotus, but you always want to have one thing extra in your back pocket in the upcoming round. And on that element,
Green
obviously,
Ninja,
the
let me
ultimate's
hold
not
him.
as crucial to try to sneak in. So Cess, sure, he'll hold the line for an
A
extra
great
frag
start
or
for
two,
G
but
at the
G will
moment.
also play it safe.
I mean, it
avoiding
wasn't
the
looking
last
like it after
rotation
the
of
second
Cess.
round, but ever since then, we kind of
Yeah.
chilled out.
All right.
Yeah,
So off of that,
it was a
I
good
mean,
understanding
DFM,
as well.
sure,
Just
this
we
time
win this,
the
they
ults,
go
but
down
that
to an
allows GE
eco.
to
Let's
control,
double pop our
to
ults.
help change the tempo round to round.
Kept
right?
it
So this
nice
keeps
and
DFM on their
simple.
toes. So DFM has to decide again, if we're going to push out of Rubble, we need to hold on to it. If not, GE usually tries to clear Mound first. You got to go for a trap lane.
Hey, this guy's
over
out
on
here
Mound.
vlogging
Maybe
as
something
well.
with the revolving door, over by B. Obviously, it's a weaker round. It wouldn't be a terrible round to do that.
that's where it gets a bit interesting, right? Because if you look at where GE have been specifically
vlog
growing
content,
their
yeah.
volleys, it's specifically so that any player from Rubble, or excuse me, not Rubble, but Tree, does not get any support whatsoever. You saw that Medusa wanted to position himself
Ball
right
goes
there in
up,
that corner
Fade goes
outside
in,
of,
not shot
stairs,
on this,
but he
free
couldn't
control.
because
We
of
got
the
this
nanoswarms,
hero
so he had
gun,
to pocket
we
himself
got May
around
with
the
ult,
arch,
we
and
got
so on and
Neff
so
with
forth. And
ult,
this just kind of puts DFM
and
in
we
positions
got
where
GE
they're one
with
off. They just have to
so
hope
much
that
money.
one player can hold off the 4-5 players pushing from GE.
And now it's just going to be a double stack over on A.
Bro, why is everyone from DFM needs to unbind their jump button right now? What is going on?
That it's still going to be the Killjoy somewhere around Tree. The alarm bot was spotted earlier as well. But during all of this, now that you've pushed them through, you're trying to clear out other parts of the map. Lightning Fast goes for a trade. He just has to hold on to this area, and they can go for the long wrap around over to C. You know that there's now going to be backup arriving onto the B site. I mean, GE is just playing this map to perfection, making DFM run for it every round.
Yeah, and GE would love to keep a lot of people alive from this one as well. Get their money even better.
Oh,
he's
using the elevation.
Just out of sight in terms of being able to stop the planter here as well.
On the spike, they're going to be safe for the moment.
Please don't ult.
Himself onto the corner right now. May comes in for the swing, unaware, and actually, did he actually brought out the showstopper? I'm unsure. In any case, Adam and Neth are only 2 players in this 4 versus 2. Comes in into the snake bite, and it's just the mouth, the belly of the beast, as Global Esports pick up another.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, May suspected the corner as well. He swings for it. I don't think he used his ult. Yeah, just brought
let's
his
see.
weapon back
Let's
up,
see DFM show some better rounds.
anything
It really
can
fell
show up back
apart
in his
after
palms.
that anti-eco.
Nice kills again, Lightning Fast. Both of them getting right back into their best.
I would
form
like
of
to
the
see them
stage.
go aggro A. They're
Trying
giving
to
him
make
so
sure
much
GE
space at the
stays
moment.
alive in this best of 3. If they win, they're still in contention, I believe, for playoffs. So that's something that Global Esports would like more than anything this stage 1.
Yeah.
Okay, straight up C control on this one.
Newcom
Lightning
has
Fast
gone
up towards
mid.
it. Dude, imagine he hit that. Dude,
This is a
it felt like
step
Lightning
before
Fast was on top of
DFM,
this
but
strat, by
GE
the
are
way.
pretty
It
aware
felt
that
like
Drake is
GE
going
was
to be, what, 3
super
tag
on
with the
top of
hunt,
what
but
was going
no
on.
follow-up
Pista
whatsoever.
round,
Cess
they were ready for
overdid it
some
as May was
fast
trying to
play.
escape
This
through
round
the
here, I don't know if it's like an ult
of Global
thing
there.
or
Sure
something,
to get
but
the mount control
the fact
back,
that they
but
TP up
the cost
towards
of
here to get
Cess.
these angles
Yeah, a bit of a
early,
mismatch
like
there.
they
I
were
mean, it looks
expecting
like
this
DFM
push.
just wanted to hold off. They
Shout
wanted
out to
bait out
GE
some
at the
extra
moment.
utility away
Looks
from
like they
them.
got a lot of good
decided not to
reads.
send the showstopper because you don't see an early catch onto that C's.
Bait.
But Cess, I mean, his shrouded step gets seen right away, and now May stuck right by Mount. He'll only get 1.
Yeah,
getting
and
chased all the way back to the site.
was this the best round to do when they had this many ults?
Large rotation all the way through. I mean, DFM,
Not
they don't
sure.
really have much of a choice. You have to group up at this point. And
Holy.
even gets a kill. That's a big one.
Yeah,
That's also
trade
an
back
ultimate
actually
from
means it's
Lightning
doable.
Fast, maybe to assist
Lightning
Blaze King,
Fast.
or at least not to
Yeah,
lose too much
they
of
weren't
that
anywhere
control
near
on
to
Rumble
hear
when
this.
Blaze
Everyone's
King lost his
checking all
life.
of these corners in terms of where he
case,
could be. They have no
Are
idea
they
that he kind of
aware
joined his
that
team.
This was the play for G. Probably not,
They
because
have no
didn't
idea,
see.
yeah. I mean, I don't know if it was intended or not from Lightning Fast, but it works out, right? Because Blaze King dies, and then you hear the Omen ultimate. But now GE might be overcooking it a bit.
3 people here. All goes in, 20 seconds.
Oh, they wanted to
Yeah,
fight
this
for
guy
that.
just
They want
shoots
to
it.
break the lockdown if possible. It is going to be
Lightning
doable for Lightning
Fast,
Fast with
33
these
HP,
seconds.
1v1. Does have enough time to
Actually might
plant
have time
easy.
for this. Yeah, he's going to be able to plant the spike 1 versus 1.
Yeah, but he's been
Medusa
tagged.
Whoa.
got- Oh,
Whoa.
oh, the play. Lightning Fast.
Whoa, that's so bold, man. That's so
Wow, the
bold.
beat out
How did he not get
from
hit by
Lightning
a
Fast, the
shot?
lone remaining
Fair
member
play,
from
man.
last year's GE
Fair play.
squad. Continues to earn
I
his
can't believe
medals
he
on
went
the
for it.
starting lineup. What a play.
Yeah, what a
Holy
play.
7 seconds.
How's he out here dodging
on
the bullets
clock,
like this?
Will, and he
Bro, they were
risked
so ready for this strat.
for the
They even had a
contact
guy on
and
top
just
there
did
so they
not
could
plant
see the
spike.
TP. Like they were beyond ready
33
for that.
HP. 33 HP. Oh, that feels good. That's a feel
Yeah, that was
good.
a
1v1
big round.
clutch.
That's such a big play by him. What was it? 7
Now a
seconds
timeout
or
from
10 seconds
DFM.
when he tapped the spike?
And this, quite frankly, I mean, it might kind of work out for G as well, right? Cool things off a little bit after such a hectic round.
Yeah.
You had a bit of overcooking perhaps on your side as well. But DFM, something that they'll have to address is, I mean, again, you're getting kind of forced to run laps around this map without much value. Try to go for that set play outside of C. It's a bit of a mismatch in tempo. Curious to see what the coaching staff will tell the crew.
Are they going to put more bodies maybe to help out May in those, you know, tempo plays as you were mentioning?
Why did they
It was
pick
just
Lois?
him and
I don't know.
Sess.
I questioned it, man.
Then what followed up afterwards?
They would have
Yeah,
won
they got
Breeze.
them far back
I'm
as
like
well, yeah.
90% sure they
But,
would have won
I mean,
Breeze.
yeah, it's just,
If I
it
looked at
wasn't
both of
quite
their
in sync,
breezes,
but the
DFM
real
would have
question
smashed them
let's
on
say
Breeze.
even if you were able to push
This
out,
one,
basically you
ball
have to have a
pick.
plan
Still
afterwards of how
doable
you're gonna
though,
hold
and
on
like
to
they
it. Now
have
it's
been a
gonna
little
be
bit
onto Rubble.
snowballed because
And
of
I
how
like
much
this a
they
lot
messed
better.
up
You know
this.
GE's always
They
gonna go
also
for that
won
mound
the
control.
eco
You know
to
they
try
like
and
to try to come back
do it.
into Rubble.
They got a lot of
try to
ults now.
take
I'd
it
like
early,
to see them
but
play a
they're
little
not
bit safer,
able
actually maybe
to
play the
combat
ults
that
instead
early
of some of
haunt.
these aggro
So they're
plays.
forced away.
Look at this as well. Is Polvi just gonna? Oh, that timing though. Medusa could have
Okay,
actually gone for the
Polvi's
punish
just
if he was
absolutely
preparing
centered
that
in
snake
towards
bite, as you
B.
saw. Now Polvi's got control.
Benkai has
Baby door
Killjoy
here.
ult as
The
well.
push out could
Like
be
when does
possible, but
Benkai
he's
decide to
just
use his
making
Killjoy
sure
ult?
that
Double
Lightning
molly
Fast
on the
is safe
spike.
that plant.
Viper ult
There it
goes
is,
in.
used quickly
Killjoy ult.
and
You would
surely.
imagine goes down now.
Delivering the payload by May. This is at least a good entry
Hey, it's so
contact for
late
DFM,
that he's
but the
won
thing
it, right?
is, that's a Viper
kinda
spin
have to
in their
push
face
it.
plus the lockdown.
Yeah, and this is
Oh, he
that
popped one of the
showstopper being
mollies
used
early.
That's the sign to go for
Oh,
that
Russ.
lockdown. Russ gets a
Russ
nice
on the
pick over
lock.
on Rubble as well, so now you have to be wary of that flank. Sess has to go big on this revolving door. He has to draw so much attention. He sees one, the haunt spots him.
That's a
Can't get it,
lovely
finally
fade
finds
eye.
a timing, peeks around the door.
Can't believe they ulted
Now
back
you know
onto
that the
this
Viper's
one.
still
What's
tied
the
up.
spams like?
Over by B main. Russ still good for
Solid,
one.
man.
Lands up two through the pit, the collapse.
Yeah, and honestly, you
And
got to
not
shout out
enough
Benkai here. He
time.
held on to his ult for as long as possible
Russ
before he
does it
actually
again.
pulled the trigger on it.
7-1 lead for GE.
And this is GE,
And they
team
put the
that
Viper
I
ult.
felt
The
like
Viper ult made
before
no sense on
couldn't
defense,
really do
really.
too
Yeah.
much B-side plays, but that was a sick execute that we saw, taking into account, again, the retake utility that was available for DFM. As you saw, they were okay with losing Polvi because they baited out that showstopper, and as long as Blaze King was active with his Viper Spit for the longest time, obviously that's going to be such a bigger problem for DFM to, you know, overtake in that retake.
Yeah, I mean, such just snap decisions coming out from GE. Really getting the read on to DFM, and now the confidence is there. Blaze King swings out past the
5
screen.
HP got dinged.
I mean, GE just has absolute control of the tempo right now.
Yeah.
Right? They understand that the only way DFM has a way out for this coming round is if it's, again, trying to just fight the haunt, because that's what forced him back last time. Blaze King reads it, gets the early pick.
He is low, but it's not going to be a big problem right now for GE. They just made a huge stack outside of Rubble once again, maybe trying to take a rile out of DFM. They've also kind of baited, not baited, but at least taken out one of the smokes for Cess for the meantime. Oh, they're also bringing in the KJ while Russ makes noise outside of C. Just maybe a bit of a fake here. But
Yeah.
DFM's not biting.
Gasp.
So, well, you know that at least one person is there somewhere,
Man,
right?
you
Even if
can
the haunt doesn't
every
tag them
time I
because
look
they
back
responded
at like
to the noise by
stats,
bringing up the
there's
poison
a
cloud.
thing where you can
Yeah.
check like
So now
chat
you're just trying to
messages.
figure out, okay,
You
where's
can
the
tell
stack,
the
try to
games
make
where
it
there's
look
been
like
a
it's C to
7-1
B.
because it will look like this,
See if there's a
and then
reaction
there's a
out of
7-1, it will
A.
go like
There it
this,
is, even the
and then it just
paranoia,
goes
they
back
say,
to
"All
just
right,
normal.
Back to B.
It's so good, and then maybe it like goes up a
map.
little bit if
You
there's a
still
close
had
game
some
or a big
control
play.
over Rubble, still had
But they
control
like
over
peaks
Mound.
so heavy, like
It's a
it's
good
like
post-plant
not
position
even
here
close
from
to some of the
GE.
other
Now,
peaks
they
in
did
terms of when it's a
give away
7-1.
Rubble, so it's two members
people
from
just
DFM.
come in
This
from
is
other
gonna be the big
streams,
one for
man.
Benkai.
He's put a nanoswarm there, so unless they get him through the wall bangs with the Sheriff, it's probably going to be quite difficult, especially with Polvi
Can I
actually
show
helping
us?
him
Yeah,
out.
I'll do
Cease
it.
comes
I'll do it
in.
at the end of
There's
this.
the
I might be able
jump
to
out
show you.
from Cess.
I think the
All
stream has to
right,
end. I'm not entirely
I'm
sure.
unclear,
I
unsure
can show
why
you
that
at
was a
one
play.
point.
And in case Medusa and Neth gonna have to come in through both of the links, top B as well, and that's going to be a
Yeah,
quick
and I mean,
little
they're looking
shutdown,
real
and
strong.
GE, well, balls in their pocket, balls in their court, and it just
The jumping,
keeps
bro.
rolling
Everyone
on and
is
on.
jumping. I don't get what's
I mean,
going
in all
on. Man.
honesty, I
This
am
one wasn't.
just
I
thrilled
mean,
to see that GE is using their time so much
okay,
more efficiently.
this is an eco, so
right?
I don't
From
want to
2
care
weeks
about
ago,
it.
now to this, where they're able to rotate 2, 3, 4 times around this map. I mean, sure, part of it is that DFM looking a
He's
little
trying to
bit
bait
lost
for the
on their
rest of his
rotation and
team.
reactions as well, but props to GE where it's due.
Didn't
It's a
look,
good evolution
didn't
from their
look
lows.
great.
Now the Nightfall
Did
is
not
back.
look great.
Last time it was up, it was a hard A
Okay,
push.
fast A
DFM,
into a
if you wanna
heavy
stop
A
it,
shutdown.
they have to take
We got
away this
Fade
off
Eye goes
anthem.
in. Fade Eye
Breaks
gets
the
shot. What's the
screen.
reaction to this?
Oh, but
Out in
just
the open
through
spam
the
is
top
the
screen
reaction
as
to this
well. I
one.
mean, everything's
Dude,
going
and
GE's way.
has Medusa on
Yeah, it is.
21.
You can see that.
What
well,
happened here?
Anthem also had to break
He
down
really
through Baby Door
dueled
and just
this?
escape. Lots of pings there from GE, as you saw. May Does he want to touch this hot potato? It actually gets tagged there by the ultimate. Anthem now trying to re-creep in through the entryway.
What was that?
Maybe to get a catch-off.
Why is everyone lagging?
Polvy now just coming around the corner, and he already knew that position, that play was his. Nade thrown onto ground, or onto drop. May's not there, thankfully enough. He will at least have some coverage on Heaven. Unfortunately, Polvy's right underneath.
OP pause.
Just
Again, in your after plant positions, if you can get here, it's a nightmare. It's such a heavy, committed position for the defense to clear this. It just works out well. Oops. Bit of unlucky, but it's not even going to matter on this one.
1v3.
Bro, they can't win a buy round.
But already lightning fast on the lurk as well. Watson and I, the escape, the save. GE, they want to make this snowball into an avalanche as they lead 9-1 against DFM.
Yeah, it might be a fast one in terms of this map.
At some point, right, there are these kind of games where just everything that you try to do, even the timings, just feel off. And DFM, they're trying to, you know, kind of get away from that.
This is attack sided? I mean, yeah. But not this attack sided.
GE's contact's just insane, even through the smokes.
Yeah, I do wish that, I mean, now I think it's a little too late, but I do wish that DFM did this a couple rounds earlier. I was about to say, just hard commit to Rubble, right? Go past the haunt, throw your paint shells, just take that spot.
And Medusa
that alone would have changed.
Went for a bold one. Surprised he managed to get one here, to be honest.
Plug up that baby door.
They're going for a lot of hero plays with their positioning.
Turns into the murder hole at this point with that showstopper, right? Getting the pick in.
Yeah, they're getting slaughtered on this.
Tricky. Spike's been planted on B, but look at the separation here from GE. Couple of players on top, one holding the flank. Even actually going around, it's going to be lightning fast. Blazeking's going to get caught by May, so maybe this is a step in the right direction. He's already gotten for 2.
Ross is low, lightning fast is low.
As of the moment. Spike not planted down. Gonna have a straight peek from Russ and wins the duel against Sess. Perfect, as May was scanning onto B May.
Who knows where they both are at least, but who peeks fast?
On Link. The quick double swing, he's not even on the spike.
Nicely handled these two.
Through the cross that was the two players of
they're getting so wrecked in buy rounds, I'm telling you. The nice fast reaction.
Getting these rounds, Will.
Feels like their holds just aren't
and
great.
Again, just to go back to it, not to harp on their decision, at least it seems like they felt the pressure now in that previous round 11, but if they had gone for the hard commit onto Rubble, even if they don't
Russ
win
is feeling
the
it, bro.
round, that would force GE
just not dying.
to slow
He's
down,
16
to 3.
to wait,
you know, an extra 5 to 10 seconds to see if Yuto flies out and then regain control of Rubble.
Why did DFM always pick Lotus? This is like the hard thing that, I mean, even in Liquid I did this, to be honest, where it's like, you focus so heavy on your prac games, right? And maybe like how it looks and how it feels in prac, but sometimes it's good to get like an outsider POV of who people think is like what actually people think is your better map. There's no way that they had a better chance on Lotus than they did on Breeze, but I guess Lotus has been working so well in their pracs that they just kind of hyper focus on that a little bit.
If they rotate through spawn, which he hears right now, at least one's going through spawn.
Yeah, and they've won this round as well, for sure.
So you just have to hold on to that site on C. Everyone already inside. Lightning fast.
You get the solid plant. We got double molly down. The only way they win it is if May pops off. He's in a good position here, but gotta keep an eye on the Omen as well. The 3v2 over towards Mounds.
Oh, this is big from Lightning Fast, and he cleans up house.
It's a solid half from G.
Paranoid to seal the fate.
But yeah, I've never enjoyed DFM's defense.
From GE. What a play as well.
I mean, literally everything goes perfectly as possible in these past couple rounds. I mean, from the shadows onto in between A and B, outside of A Heaven, we don't see that every day. But then he commits to it because of that early Yuto, like you said. They understand it as a push out from DFM, and they say, okay, we'll just tie him up here, right? Minimum 2, if not 3 people tied up on A site now.
Solid, chat. Solid's good.
The Yuto that they spotted, and that's just an easy read. And DFM will have to make some of the craziest runs if they want to try to close this out. Now, the good news for DFM is that they took map 1, right? So it's not the end of the day if they lose this Lotus.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I like this. GE fighting and DFM win.
Solid is an understatement, dude. That's like a nice compliment. What are you guys on?
You gotta commit, all right?
If I said that's a solid site hold, that means that's a sick site hold.
No, we got the support on every, every possible.
Even a stone is solid. Yeah, but if I said that was a
moving forward, this one,
okay, I'm not gonna say that.
A lot of lack of rubble control from
I'm not gonna say
DFM
what I was
on their
gonna say.
defending side. Are they gonna put a lot
Yeah,
more
just trust
emphasis
me on this.
now that they're on attacking, or maybe Mound? It's been what we've seen from GE. Are they gonna try to take a page out of that one, or have their own set of plays on those kind of big power points?
Okay, we get a
yeah, and they'll
double
have to make sure
sheriff.
it's absolute value here on the pistol
Double
round.
sheriff
We've
on
got
this.
double sheriffs on for Medusa and Neth. So Medusa only gonna have the toxic screen to work with.
Okay, just end this one fast because it's
What is available here for
Give us a third map. And Ascent should be close. I actually have no idea who wins Ascent.
Is going to be sitting on a boombot as well, just to help clear things up, just in case. Ah, so they wait on spawn first, maybe thinking
Solid
that
means
GE is gonna do
mid
the
to
same
you?
thing
Wait, really?
DFM did on their
Dude,
pistol.
solid in
They hear
UK
the power
is like
too.
legit.
You know, DFM just thinking like, oh boy, we get to do the same thing. It's
Not gonna
quite
happen.
happening.
Oh, Neth. All right. Yeah, that hand cannon's gonna very much hurt lightning fast. Tried to pick up the ghost in hand, but unfortunately not gonna happen this time. He has been tagged. That's a great start here for DFM in terms of tempo.
Yeah, they'll be able to upgrade into the Ghost, and they took Rubble control during all of this, right? Because they put pressure on to see it's a pistol round. You expect the over-rotation, and Medusa will not miss a beat. Rubble now in their favor. You still got over 50 seconds, and that's still watching Mound. So worst case, you've got a backup plan on the side of DFM as they start to creep in towards the Killjoy
Fade
setup.
I clears out towards C.
Oof. I mean, if they can deal
create a
with
lot of
Mecha
pressure here.
instantaneously, then that Killjoy
Honestly,
setup is,
the call to go
null
back
and void.
would be incredible
case,
from
he uses it
DFM.
right here and
It's like
now.
the set strat was to
There
go over
comes the
towards
rotation,
B, and
they're
that kind of
actually gonna
works
go
just
for that
as
B
well.
site where Lightning Fast is kind of hunkered down in.
That is
Hold
an
on, backfires,
incredible
and the back
Omen
was
flash,
good for the
and
swing.
Russ
Still,
just
though,
trusted
8
so
damage
much
is
in the
better
flash and
for DFM,
absolutely
as you can
sent
see.
it.
Ben
We
Kai
got to
and
check the
Lightning Fast are
Killjoy. I
pretty low.
can't believe they
Ben
didn't
Kai
pivot back
now
to
coming
C.
around. Missed
Oh,
the
wow,
shot,
what?
tries to go for the burst, not gonna happen,
Wait,
and
what?
Medusa
Wait, what just happened?
with the Sheriff. Ooh boy, the hand cannon is deadly in his hands. Dust settles, 3 versus 2. Still not the end. Neth coming in for the big little flanks, and this might be it. Lightning Fast now alone, trying to at least put himself in a position where he can isolate a couple of fights, has a smoke, so maybe if he can deal with Cess right now, that could be a possibility, but they've kind of doubled up here, William. It's just him alone.
I guess go into the smoke, see if he can at least pick up a kill or two more.
Oh, they know. Ah, there it is. 3K for Neth. DFM answer back.
Yeah, it's going to be a long journey, but
Well,
they start in the right direction
yeah,
for
we
DFM.
get a
The second
pistol
one on
each.
the
Let's see if
board.
they
Now,
can do it back to
avoid the
them.
thrifty,
I don't
we'll see
think
how
so,
big the
but
snowball gets, but a good
Ben
pick
Kai's
from
gonna be
Neth
kicking
from the
himself here,
get-go.
man.
And at the end of the day, it's actually
Ben
Neth
Kai's
on
gonna
that
be kicking
long
himself,
lurk
dude.
all the way from
Gets
C.
that kill,
That
can go
helps
push
secure the
over
round
towards
as well.
tree, then you got constant crossfire.
This is
A
perfect.
different round.
That slow creep up in the off-angle
Wait, outlaw bias.
holds here from GE.
Yeah, outlaw buying might work pretty well on this. Oh, okay,
DFM.
we got rid of it.
Now the question lies,
I was gonna say, I'm pretty
are we
sure
gonna
with
have
how
to
GE were
rip
playing,
it
that
again?
they've never gotten an outlaw out
I mean,
before.
for DFM's sake, I hope not, right? Win or lose
Please not the
game,
Mound Jewel.
That would be devastating. But
Guys,
it's gonna be a heavy
please,
buy
not the
for
Mound
DFM as
Jewel.
well. You've got
Don't
4
swing
rifles,
this
2
against
Guardians.
defense.
Slow creep out
Okay,
and
much
then
better.
it's
That's
gonna be
fine,
the
that's
haunt
fine.
all the
Real
way
good.
back, but DFM's ready for it. The haunt takes a little
Every
bit too long
time
to
I see a
land.
Mound Jewel,
And GE
people fighting
will
here
get shut
against the
down. This
eco
looks like
here.
it's
The
on
eco
the way to
always
a
wins.
flawless for DFM.
Yeah. Pulvy's just a bit too far away.
I'm
to
glad
maybe
that
even
they
follow up at
they
all,
didn't
and
take that
even in
extra step
case,
forward.
He's already thrown out his nade early on Rubble.
Nade go, sorry,
He's
Plant goes
alone at
in.
this
We got
point, so he's
2,
probably just gonna be
and they
waiting.
throw him the gun to
Oh, he
go
knows what
farm,
he's
and
doing.
he's out here
He
running.
knows what he's doing. Maximum screen time. You know-
Yeah.
yeah, you're the last one alive. You know that the observer's rule is to focus on the last one alive. That GE capsule, and May just says, "What are you doing, my friend? Look at this DFM spray."
Okay,
Buy
May
the
one
DFM
away
bundle,
from his ult.
buy the
And they
Global
got,
Esports bundle.
I love
They
it.
got a
Yeah,
great
You love to see it. You just
bonus
accept your
there.
fate.
All right, let's look at that round once again. Talked about it. They just wanted to go for that quick little contact. They probably expected someone to be a lot closer than what they were, but DFM's hanging back, just waiting, knowing again that those thrifty rounds can be pretty deadly here on Lotus.
Absolutely. And now because of the heavy buy from DFM, it's not a bad bonus. Just one stinger, but it's 4
Double
rifles,
shot,
two of those guardians.
Get in for the 2s here.
Now, presence already on B main. They've already given up mountain control. Nev has to be able to take some rubble control before they hard commit onto this B site.
Whoa.
Lightning
Using a
fast,
lot of Uto into
really
this.
pushing them back at this point.
Yeah.
That smoke, not really the one way that they're kind of hoping for, but Polvi still wanting to get control. Question is, are they prepared? Because they've already burned the paranoia for that B main. So now,
lightning fast. What is this smoke? What is this smoke?
The way that they're kind of hoping for.
Yeah, this
unless it's on purpose, but I don't think it is.
But it's going to be the extra support coming in from Russ, right? Through that revolving door. That's going to push DFM back a little bit. Medusa gets spotted by it. Not sure if intentional, but it almost feels like it is.
I'm enjoying this, though, where it's like one luck out towards A, and then they'll be over towards C, and then they'll like free person rotate to join a 4-1 here, but then they still have a luck and they can potentially go all the way through. Like, I'm enjoying the 3-1, the 1-3-1, basically.
Look at how close Lightning Fast and teammates have been playing at the entryway of Tree. Are they going to back?
Bro, how the hell do they get out of this choke point?
25 seconds, and they're coming into the grinder. That
like that, I guess.
Helping Mouth come closer and closer into the site. Russ goes in, opens up for Blaze King, and they are out in the open. This is a full brawl for DFM, and they have to hold on, which they are doing so perfectly.
Medusa good on the lurk as well with the stinger, and now Polvi
I mean,
spotted.
shout out to this one-way.
Looks like DFM might start their marathon run here as they're looking for a 4th round win. Polvi, 600 credits left, trying to go for the first kill against 3. Misses the first shot. Doesn't have many options. It's got to be the wraparound from Neth, but he's even playing it safer just in case. They don't want to drop a weapon.
See what happens when you don't jump Anthem? Easy. Okay, a couple of armory buys, but it doesn't really matter because we've got another eco going in here. So. I say another eco. They could be tempted with some light armor, but
had to go in. Cess even gets the pick off with the Guardian alongside Anthem. Taps have been crispy, and that really held its own, especially when they needed to, again, plant that spike.
Huge round. There you go. Get the energy up.
Early timeout. Big fan of this timeout.
Before things get out of control, they will call for this early timeout in the second half. Yeah. Still having that 7-round lead.
So far. Okay, I thought there was something Polvi was going to do.
But he's just going to take a nap.
Yeah.
He just says, Spin's not talking to me. I can take a nap. No, I'm sure that's not what's happening. Just rest in his eyes.
I mean, that's what you call a power nap, right?
Hey, you need it.
Yeah,
you gotta have the skilled power naps.
Yeah. Get your reflexes back into 100%. But moving back, right, into how this kind of has been playing out, you can see, again, DFM starting to dictate the pace of the game. The response from GE has been quick, but because of that as well, they're burning through their crucial utilities in like the first 30 seconds of the round, which is not really beneficial for GE in the long run, which it has been kind of.
May has ult as well. It's an eco. Would prefer not to use it on this one, but we'll see.
I think a big part of this is that GE
kind of need to keep this ult really if they want to continue the.
DFM, one of the reasons their attacks have always been a little weak is it's fairly simple. It's fairly one-dimensional. And it doesn't fish for too much info. Polvi with a nice hide, but just a sheriff in hand.
Fade goes over towards A, doesn't spot anyone, and Omen holds over to
what? What in the world?
Oh, and they're spamming head. So they're distracting for this guy, and they actually managed to get a kill.
He's missing the shots. He gets only one.
Yeah.
All right.
So like this is kind of mental, really, because they go to spam here to distract for Polvi, and then they manage to get a kill somehow. They're thinking they've owned it, and then Polvi
to make some stellar plays with their sheriff.
had a chance to win the round.
See how that kind of unravels, right?
I mean honestly, Lightning Fast still has a chance.
Wow. He can get through things right about now.
Yeah, and he could potentially be in the corner of his smokes. They gotta look out for that.
Into the chamber, coming around the corner is Anthem.
Yeah, and Polvi's gonna be kicking himself in.
Yeah, I don't mind at the second shroud step just to make them think he went into his own smoke. They can't land
honestly,
the shot, so that
I don't think they ever check
4
him.
in a row now for DFM. GE had the 10 in a row in the first half. See if DFM can replicate the same success. I mean, the thing about that spray from Blaze King was it's really just a timing spray to make sure that Polvi's hitting very well, but just lands it dead on.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, if there's like a bajillion players pushing, and you just ping it on the center of mound, you're bound to hit somebody, but getting kill first also is pretty awesome to see. Anyways, moving forward, lightning fast down to 45.
What do you think of Fury trying to get Xander and Pancada? I think it makes sense. Bro, Fury needs any change. Bro, you told me that the Fury coach was going to play instead of any of the players. I think it would probably do him better. Like, they just need a change, man. Need some kind of mix up in this team. It's not like any of the players. I think it's not like you could highlight any of the players.
But he does get pushed
it just feels like it's a group thing. Like, something's just not working there.
And with that out there,
it feels like, you know, when Weber stood in for Heretics? It feels like one of those situations.
That alarm bot will ruin
it's just like,
play.
And Zeish for K-Corp. It's like something has to change there. Just put in a coach, put in anyone.
This alarm bot before the 40-second mark, they'll have
the
one
team
more
is not
shot.
working.
But if they wait past it, oh, they think their other util is clearing everything.
Watch the comms videos. All the comms videos could be interesting, man.
Of the amount of util, but they realize, hey, wait, alarm bot still not triggered. Something's a little off. They're still hanging back to make sure they can rotate back to A. This alarm bot is everything right now. The Nightfall doesn't mean a thing because the alarm bot only barely now activates.
He sells it with the alarm bot, but these guys made a bit too much sound early, no?
Not able to hold on to tree.
Yeah, it's going to be unfortunate for him, even though he did put up a smoke, and then some. Hold on, though. Like you mentioned, holding could go big.
Oh, boy. And another?
3 kills.
Damn, dude. Solo.
Where's Anthem?
Yeah, and honestly, they made too much sound. They, like, did a fake over towards C, and then they made so much sound. Like, Polvy's never going to rotate. Like, they made the fake over towards C, and then the molly came out. They were absolute shots, though, from Polvy, really making up for the round before. That was lovely from him. Yeah, big hero play.
What shots from Polvy, and then the immediate call to just go for the showstopper. Even if you die, you're buying time for the rest of backup to arrive. Huge round for the duelist on GE. But overall, a good setup and a good read as well for GE, right? What a jokester. I mean, that forward alarm bot,
okay, 7 chances. Finish this and take it to Ascent.
It is absolutely devastating if you don't clear that early.
Tells you everything you need to know.
I mean, the whole thing didn't make sense, though.
The Odin on attack. I am curious to see how this kind of fares
Ended up being
Usually
a perfect bait with the alarm, the alarm bot.
Well, obviously the wall.
It was, well,
this time he plays it on mound.
It was just, I mean, honestly, the alarm bot kind of got early info. You would imagine they would send it in a bit earlier, but this molly got thrown as soon as this alarm bot got detected.
Now, DFM, they'll correctly identify, hey, we got to check if the alarm bot's out far forward again, so they'll clear it out nice and early this time. Start to push some pressure. It's a good reaction from that Prowler as well. Because Mountain got taken, is it going to be a C to B pinch or a B to C rotate? They spot no one on B main, GE. Good to continue to hold their default right now. They still have control of Rubble as well.
Yeah, so everything gives them that information that, again, DFM is just so far back at this point. 40 seconds. DFM is really pushing it.
For DFM,
oh,
okay.
No follow-up.
Yeah, doesn't quite get broken. Now DFM, because they get
Going
the spot
into the
onto
C
B,
hold, we got double Viper
we'll
molly.
spend enough time trying to pressure the other side.
Double Viper molly, 20 seconds.
They never actually cleared Rubble. So GE, the backup's already here.
A little bit committed.
He gets a little bit too far.
Yeah, a little bit committed on this one. Everyone's here. 15 seconds, 2v5. That's it done. DFM play very slow. Yeah, I just don't like the Lotus, man. Nicely done from G.
Yeah, just an absolute master.